Hello my friends, family, esteemed colleagues. I just came from a jungle, had an ayahuasca ceremony, where I was reminded of something that even myself neglect. And I often refer to urine and kidneys as a basic cleansing mechanism, which is not 100% correct, because the basic cleansing organism actually involves our respiration. No matter how good is the food that you eat, how clean it is, how perfect it is, even if it's just pure animal fat, you are bringing in carbon. You are bringing in stuff that your body does not need and has to eliminate. And carbon is being cleansed out through respiration, bonding with oxygen, creating carbon dioxide, and getting it out. But more than this, through breath, you are also eliminating frequencies which cannot be shown through light, and many toxic frequencies we cannot see because they don't contain light frequency. Remember, you want to know the truth, you have to go down to the basic existence of quantum field, energy in motion. So I had to put this on a video, and I will also paste it to an article on my blog. In one of the sessions last year, I was being educated on aromatherapy, but not the way how we think about it in general. You have essential oils, and depending on oil, some of them can be antiseptic, some of them actually relaxes you, some of them help you sleep. Well, because of frequency they emit or transmit. Well, we all are aware, or most of us are aware of homeotherapy, urine therapy, that you can actually put a little bit of urine on your mucosal tissue to be absorbed, and it is going to go through liver's processing. Liver will see what toxic frequencies are there and create antidote. And many things can be healed through urine therapy, because body is created to self-heal, and more conscious we are helping the body. But since we are not living consciously, we cannot help but alerting ourselves, which are always conscious, we can promote creation of the healthy frequencies. The same as we can use urine, the same we can use our breath, where you will resend back for analysis and genetic manipulation all the frequency that you are releasing through your breath. And I have shown in ayahuasca, basically, you take breath, deep breath, and then exhale it, and as you are exhaling it, you put your hands in front of you, so you go, And then through nose you inhale them back. And I was shown how it is being absorbed. It goes basically into the brain in the manipulative part of analysis of frequencies, and then it triggers response. Now, in ayahuasca, everything is done through feeling. So, first I saw toxic frequency coming, and I felt nausea. You feel it in your gut. And many people have to get rid of this toxicity by vomiting. When you are sick, you are vomiting toxic frequencies. You get better. But I've learned, also through ayahuasca, that consciously I can give a signal to my cells to cleanse this frequency, to basically repair it, to turn it into positive. So instead of vomiting it out and leaving it behind for someone else, the body starts working it, and all of a sudden nausea goes away, but I start burping out. And then when I catch it and smell it, it smells bad, like a decay. And I inhale it and hold the breath a little bit, allow it to go and leave its imprint. And then all of a sudden I start feeling again nausea, and I see bubbling, and this through the blood going into the gut, and again nausea, and again. And instead of vomiting, I again give allowance for transmutation, and nausea goes away, and again I start burping, and again I trap it, and then when I inhale it, it smells on roses, on flowers, and I know that frequency has been repaired. It has been transmuted into beneficial frequencies. And when that happens, I just go and intentionally spread it. And again, it shows through my mind that the whole planet and universe are being affected, and they start vibrating differently. Sometimes I feel I'm God myself, but again, we all have this possibility. So, we should all be aware of our power. And if maybe not to change the world, but to help our robot to receive the proper information and to heal. So whenever you are sick, when you don't feel well, use both of these principles. The first urine in the morning, when you're urinating, wait a little bit, and then somewhere during urination, put your finger down and just lick it. If this is gross to you, then have a little bit of distilled water in a cup, and then after you wet your finger with urine, wash it in this water and drink this water. This is plenty information there. You don't have to drink cup of urine or liter of urine, what some people are crazies are doing, because it's not the quantity, it's the information quality. The genes are going to trap it, and they are going to resonate, and they are going to turn the way to allow your body to function better with these frequencies. Being it creating antidote, being it forcing them out, or pure transmutation. We are not programmed to understand the whole process. As I say, you don't have to be a mechanic to win car race. You just have to understand what you are doing and how to do it. And here we are learning how to help our body to maintain and heal itself and renew itself and ultimately live forever. It's all programming. Cells will live forever if they are not toxic. So will our body. The limitation is in programming. It's set in. We have been manipulated. So, when you don't feel well, or as a maintenance, once a month, do this. First urine that is concentrated in the morning. When you're urinating, just pop finger, put it a little bit in distilled water, or in your drinking water, and just drink it. Let this information be processed by your liver and your cells. And on top of this, do this with the breath. Just basically close down the space, breathe into it, and immediately inhale through nose and hold it. Let it work it out. And if your breath was smelling bad, then after a while, take another breath and test it, and you will see that the smell has changed. We all can do this because we are not doing here conscious healing. We are just allowing our robot to work by giving it the right information. And what happens subconsciously. It is cellular activity. This is how we have been programmed. When I was detoxifying recently, a couple weeks ago, I had a fever, I was sweats, a headache, terrible headache, muscle pain. And then I remembered, wow, I should do not only urine therapy, but also breath therapy. So I did it, and within half hour, the pain in my head was tolerable. I could sleep without taking painkiller. And slowly was getting better and better, because very often this is not instant reprogramming, because there are steps. So pop, 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 one after the other are resolving frequencies, and you start feeling better and better and better. Keep this in mind and practice. Try it and let me know. I have no other ways to verify than on myself, my wife, and whoever is willing to try. But these are messages that I have received. This is important knowledge, because now we are wearing masks, and according to the educated knowledge, we should all be laying sick. But it's not happening. We are becoming very acidic because we are not taking enough oxygen to cleanse the carbon out. So we are getting saturated. And yet, no disease. Because at the same time, cells are going through readjustments and adjustments. Of course, I don't suggest walking with the masks. Oxygen is your biggest cleansing mechanism of the body. And this is why oxygen therapies are so successful. Doesn't matter in which way you bring the oxygen into the body, as long as you do. So, try it. Try this method. Worked for me. I'm sure it's going to work for you. Thank you for listening. Till next time. Love you all. Namaste.